everyone, Morgan Hibbs here with Linn County Farm Bureau. I am sad to not be visiting your classroom in person this year, but I am looking forward to the opportunity to visit your classroom virtually. Each month we will cover a new topic related to agriculture, beginning with September, where we will learn what agriculture means and how important agriculture is to all of us in our everyday lives. So how many of you, raise your hand, how many of you live on a farm? I grew up only about 5 minutes from here, where my family raises beef cattle. We have beef cattle where we have the cow and the calf until we wean the calves, and then we sell the calves to the next stage in the life cycle of a beef cow, which is where they will go to be raised to be in the size of being sold from market. Now, growing up, I was around agriculture, but I didn't realize how important agriculture was to us in our everyday lives. So I bet many of you did not raise your hand that you live on a farm, because less than 2% of the population is involved in production agriculture. So when you think of agriculture or when you think of farming, what comes to mind? Maybe different animals come to mind, and you can pause this video and brainstorm as a class. But let's brainstorm together. So maybe cows, pigs, chickens, sheep, a farm dog. Maybe we have corn, soybeans, vegetables, fruit like apples. There's all different sorts of farms and all different types of agriculture around the world. And throughout the rest of this year, we are going to learn a little bit about agriculture and how important it is to us in our everyday lives. So even when you woke up this morning, you were involved in agriculture. How many of you ate breakfast? So though many of you maybe didn't raise your hand for living on a farm, we all eat, we all wear clothing, and we all use the products that come from agriculture every day. So our first activity is looking at the different things that come from a farm in our houses. So if you have not printed off these sheets, I encourage you to go ahead and print these off and pass them out to your students. If you received a kit from us, then these sheets are already included and printed in those kits. Go through the pictures and circle all of the things that came from a farm. So looking at this, you can go to the rooms, the bathrooms, the kitchen, the basement, and circle everything that you believe came from or originated on the farm. Okay, so let's go through one together, an easy one, so that way we can start with an easy one, and then I can encourage you to think beyond food. So the first one is the kitchen. So there's a pot of maybe boiling pasta on top of the stove, or there's food inside the fridge. So those things would come from a farm. Food, we know, comes from a farm. Now think beyond that and go through the house and circle all of the things that you believe come from plants and animals that were raised on a farm. Okay? So go ahead and pause and then work on that activity. When you are done and ready to move on, you can resume play. Now we have Iowa Ag Todays in your kit or available online. And I encourage you to now go through and read about agriculture everywhere. So this is also available as a read aloud if you would rather listen to the video of us reading the front page to you. But in this it says, I'll just read the first quick blurb. When you woke up this morning, you had your first encounter with agriculture. Your sheets and pajamas were probably made with the fibers from a cotton plant. So go ahead and read the front of this Iowa Ag Today, and then as a class, talk about your answers that you circled here. Maybe you circled the sheets or the bed or the pillow. The flowers, those came from a flower farm. Maybe you circled the towel. Here in the dining room, we have a bowl of maybe apples or oranges. We have down here the laundry soap and the dish soap over here in the kitchen. Even the stairs and the wood came from a tree farm. So a lot of these things here in this picture are things that came from a farm. Okay, so our next activity, if you are working at home or if you have your family members doing this, you can do this in a large group with pictures that you can download. But if you are working individually, we have an activity sheet that is already downsized to an individual activity that you can do at your desk. So you will need the ag web, a piece of construction paper, scissors, and glue. Now this ag web, as an intro to agriculture, we are looking at the things that start close to the farm and then expand out farther away from the farm. So our first picture is the picture of the farm. So we brainstormed already some things that we can find on a farm. But the pictures here in your ag web activity, we have pictures both of things that come directly from the farm and then products that are made from those different plants and animals. So first I would like you to cut everything out and then glue the farm picture in the middle of your construction paper. Next, go through the pictures and create a web, beginning with the pictures that are closest to the farm, like the plants and animals, so for example, like the wheat, and then gluing the other pictures from those, creating a web of products and different things that we use every day that come from the farm. I'm going to flip my camera around so I can show you and demonstrate this. If you are working in a large group and you are doing this as a class, you can put the farm picture in the middle and hand everyone another picture and then build from the farm in the web as a class or as a family if you're doing this at home. Okay, I'll flip the camera around and demonstrate this activity. Okay, I have placed the picture of the farm in the middle here. Now you have pictures that you have hopefully cut out or you are passing out to the class as we go through this activity. But you're going to look at the pictures and see which pictures are closest to the farm. So which plants and animals are grown or raised on the farm. So for example, right here I see pigs. Pigs live on a farm, so they're going to be closest to the farm. Next we have wheat. Wheat is also going to be close to the farm because it is grown in a field. We have dairy cows. So I'll just do those three as an example. Then you're going to look at the other pictures and see if you can find anything that comes from those plants and animals. So if you see the dairy cow, you also might see the milk. So the milk comes from the dairy cows. Now I just picked up the sandwich. We also have bread. Bread comes from wheat. And from that sandwich, or from that bread, you can build a sandwich or make a sandwich. Now looking at the pictures that you can see here, sorry I can't show you all of them, but in the pictures in front of you, what's something that comes from pigs? You're right, this ham comes from pigs. So you're going to continue either as a group activity building your web or as an individual activity on your construction piece of paper, building your ag web from the farm all the way to our favorite foods and products. Okay, now that we've built our ag web, let's define agriculture. So what is agriculture based from the activities that we've done today? Agriculture is including our food, our fiber, and our fuel. It's things that we use every day, the products that we use, the clothes that we wear, the food that we eat, even how we get to school, the fuel. Our fuel might be made with corn, which is called ethanol, or our school buses might be fueled on biodiesel, which comes from soybeans. Agriculture is a large industry that's important to all of us. And throughout the year, we are going to dive deep into agriculture and some different activities and fun science experiments and different crafts and worksheets, learning about how important agriculture is to all of us and where all of our food and products come from. I hope you enjoyed this first lesson, Intro to Ag. If you have questions, you can ask your teacher, or if you have questions for me or for farmers here in Linn County, you can email me and I would be happy to answer those. I look forward to visiting you virtually next month. Thank you for watching.